Professor of Political Science and International Relations at Ibn Haldun University. He joins us now from here in Istanbul. Really good to have you with us, Professor. We've been looking at these live events coming from Lefkoşa in the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. Today marks the 49th anniversary of the Turkish peace operation that was aimed at quelling the violence against Turkish Cypriots at the time. Explain to us the significance of those events 49 years ago and how they reverberate today.
Sure. I mean, the Republic of Cyprus has been established in 1960 with the basis of equality of the two people, two ethnic groups, Turks and Greeks in the island, and the constitution actually gave equality to those. But unfortunately, the majority population in the island had, through certain terrorist organization, EOKA, wanted to isolate, kill, and pressure Turkish Cypriots in the island. So the plans and that the Republic of Cyprus was not sustainable, and for long years, Turkish Cypriots in the island has faced certain isolation violence. And as the guarantors, as one of the guarantors of the constitution and the republic, Turkey had put some pressure and wanted to have intervention in 1960s. And there were some efforts and military intervention. However, this didn't stop the violence in the island. So in 1974, to stop the bloodshed and to stop the ethnic cleansing of the Turkish Cypriots, Turkey made, as a part of guarantor state, military operation to stop the violence against the Turks in the island and to stop the ethnic cleansing of the Turks. So, of course, this operation, after this operation, a new republic has been established, Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. There are certain, of course, it's not recognized by the international community, and United Nations Security Council still keeps the situation unrecognized due to the resolution. But during the time, there were serious peace efforts, negotiations by the parties, especially one of the most significant negotiations was the Annan Plan, which was on the community on the equal rights of Turkish Cypriots and the Greek Cypriots. But unfortunately, the efforts that would bring the federal solution could not produce any sustainable solution to the island. So after the Annan Plan, Turkish Cypriots approved the plan. However, Greek Cypriots did not approve the plan. After that, Turkish Cypriots has been isolated, and Greek Cypriots has been accepted to European Union as Republic of Cyprus. So, despite all these efforts and sincere efforts by Turkish Cypriots and Turkey, I think the peace efforts failed. So the isolation of Turkish Cypriots still continues despite all these efforts.
That's right, Professor, because we have seen on and on peace process in recent years. As late as 2017, there was a serious initiative to resurrect aspects of this Annan Plan in order to establish a long-lasting peace, perhaps a path towards a two-state solution on Cyprus. The guarantors of that, of course, were Turkey, Greece and the United Kingdom. Why has it failed so far to really gain traction, especially on the opposing sides?
Yes, I mean, the Crans-Montana talks, 2015-2017, wanted to bring back to Annan Plan and bring back a new plan for the political solution on the basis of equality of the two communities. Unfortunately, Greek Cypriots, who are the majority on the island, did not really want to accept the equality of the Turkish Cypriots, and they were also definitely against the sovereign equality, but they also did not approve the equality and certain conditions. So as the majority of the population in the island, they wanted to have certain privileges and they didn't want to accept. So after that plan, after failure of the Grand Montana talks with the withdrawal of the Greek Cypriots, I think there was a further focus on the approval of the sovereignty of TRNC. So after 2021, Ersin Tatar, the president of TRNC, after the April in Geneva, wanted to focus on the new plan on the basis of sovereign equality and recognition of TRNC in the international community. So despite 50 years talks about the peace talks that would bring a federal solution on the basis of equality, all these efforts failed. And despite all these failures, Greek Cypriots have been accepted to the EU. So this provided further advantages because Greece was also a member of the EU, and other members of the EU also supported the Greek Cypriot administration with the title of Republic of Cyprus. So this gave disadvantaged position to TRNC and Turkish Cypriots. So the problem is that unfortunately, the Greek Cypriots never accepted equality for the Turkish Cypriots in the island. And right now, TRNC's policy is to focus on sovereign equality, as President Erdogan also mentioned that we will be struggling to get recognition in international community on the basis of sovereign equality. So this plan still do not have a strong backing in the international community due to United Nations Security Council resolution, but all these failed efforts isolated and put Turkish Cypriots and TRNC in a disadvantaged position. So right now there's a significant policy change since April 2021 for the two-state solution.
Okay, Professor Talha Kose, we will have to leave it there, but thanks as always for sharing your analysis with us here on the program.